Hello and welcome to the next installment of the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides. Today we look at the 2012-13 lockout season. Let's find out how our collection of guides and lists performed. If this is your first experience with the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides, here is a brief explanation of what will happen. We randomly organize groups of 8 guides, draft kits, cheat sheets, projection lists together and pit them against each other in qualifying battles. The results of every possible draft order are simulated over 6 different draft lengths: 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and the maximum number of possible draft rounds. The top 2 guides from each grouping automatically qualify for the semifinals, followed by the 10 next best guides. The semifinal matchups are also randomly assigned into groups of 8, and again the top 2 guides automatically move into the finals. The 3 next best lists also qualify as wildcard entrants. The last remaining spot in the finals is awarded to the second chance, or as we call it, the repechage winner. The repechage is composed of all the guides that didn't make it into the finals on their first attempt. Again, 8 guides are randomly grouped, and they compete in battles against each other until one survives. The repechage winner is granted entry back into the main event finals. This season's battles will generate and evaluate almost 1.7 million draft scenario simulations to eventually crown the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides champion. We start with the blue qualifying group. It consisted of the Hockey News, the Ultimate Pool Preview, McKeen's Hockey, Hockey Prospectus, Cullen, DobberHockey, last year's rankings by points per game, and last year's rankings by points. The results were a blowout. McKeen's Hockey took control and was victorious in over 176,000 scenarios. The next closest list was Cullen with 42,000 wins. Ultimate Pool Preview, the Hockey News, and DobberHockey survived as wildcards. The green qualifier was contested by Pool Pro, Razzball, Dobber's Monthly 300, Prime Pucks, Droit le Soleil, Pool Expert, the 3-year rankings by points, and last year's rankings by points. 2 notes. First, Dobber's Monthly 300 is not intended for single-year drafting, but is being used because we have only been able to collect 19 guides, and we did not want to run just 2 qualifying groups. Similarly, last year's rankings by points is being used again to fill in for the shortage of the guides. The results were closer. Pool Expert managed over 94,000 wins. Pool Pro took 68,000 of their own. 2 guides, Razzball and the 3-year rankings by points, did not earn enough to continue into the semifinals. The yellow qualifying group was composed of the Hockey Fanatic, the Slate Keeper, the Sports Forecaster, Le Pool, CBS Fantasy, Hockey the Magazine, Scoresheet Sports, and last year's rankings based on points. As noted earlier, last year's rankings is being used multiple times to help fill in the groupings. Victory came easily for the Sports Forecaster. They earned over 122,000 wins. Second place with 67,000 wins went to Le Pool. Because last year's rankings by points was given more opportunity than the other guides, it will only be allowed to qualify once into the semifinals. Even though they earned 3,735 wins in the yellow qualifying group, their results from the green qualifier were better. The Hockey Fanatics and Scoresheet Sports were also shown to the sidelines. The first semifinal had McKeen's Hockey, Le Pool, Pool Pro, CBS Fantasy, the Hockey News, Dobber's Monthly 300, Le Droit le Soleil, and last year's rankings by points grinded out. This time it was Le Droit le Soleil who emerged as the dominant guide. More than 151,000 victories. McKeen's Hockey nudged out Dobber's Monthly 300 for second place by 534 wins. Joining those 3 in the finals are Pool Pro and Le Pool. The others have to go to the repechage. The Sports Forecaster, Cullen, Pool Expert, Hockey the Magazine, Ultimate Pool Preview, the Slate Keeper, Prime Pucks, and DobberHockey all faced each other in the other semifinal series. Another huge landslide win, this time for Pool Expert, with more than 152,000 simulations in their pocket. Cullen managed to take second place with a respectable 48,000 victories. With almost 20,000 wins, the last wildcard entry was granted to DobberHockey. Everyone else moves into the repechage. Based on their semifinal performances, here are the first 7 entrants into the finals. Pool Expert, Droit Soleil, McKeen's Hockey, Scott Cullen, Pool Pro, Dobber's Monthly 300, and DobberHockey. As you know, those lists that did not qualify will have another chance to earn the 8th spot in the finals through the repechage. That will be our next video, so stay tuned. It will be published soon. After 5 battles, the guides drafting in one of the first 3 positions had a 44% chance of winning. This might be on the low side, but is not inconsistent with what we have seen in other battles. A compressed and shortened schedule may be the main reason why. Please consider liking the videos and subscribing to this channel. You can also look at my blog postings by going to www.hockeypoolguideaid.blogspot.com. Until next time, stay safe.